this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready! 5-8! 5-8! 12!
Alvin Kamara made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And from the 25, they worked this to the...
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Ready.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Switch up. Under 10, 10. Easy, opposite.
Brees leaves this one with Kamara. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Rip left. Alert 3. 21.
Brees on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Brees here finding Kamara, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here's Kamara trying to run for him. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
And the Saints, 1st down.
A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Brees. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vic Beasley able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're on offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the 2nd year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Calais Campbell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Breeze, and the pressure gets to him again. Allen Bailey, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Here's Thomas Morstead now. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, South. Go, 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 go.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
Hey, Chris Lance.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Marcus Davenport has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And he's able to get it out of there.
Ready? Yellow lady. You better be afraid of me. You check. Back. Here we go.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Ready?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check it back. Kill.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now Breeze on the bootleg. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
1st down, New Orleans.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 19-yard line.
Ready? Yellow lady. Check right 54. Right 54. I'm scared. Jack. Kill.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
You're good.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as coming up later this weekend. On second down now, it's Freeman. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Ready, set. Kill. Jim. 21. Switch on travel. Got it. Banjo. Get up. Wait. Ready, set.
Ryan now to throw on third down. It's caught. Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go. Space. Check the call. 56.
Here's Ryan to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Bang it. 4-7's the mic. 4-7.
Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, alert 3.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Falcons take over first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. Marcus Williams on the coverage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Keep playing hard.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Go.
56, Mike, 50.
Hey, Sub.
Squeeze, double.
51, Sub.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
You ain't doing nothing, Zach. You ain't doing nothing.
Undercrunch.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play, second down coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Throwing on second down, Ryan. And incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Go. Rush in. Hey, switch gears.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but two Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7'5".
Now you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Let's go heavy.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on two straight plays. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A give to Smith out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Real estate's been pretty hard to navigate up the middle, hasn't it? Been real tough for them to run the football.
Another example there, but when they try to bounce it outside, the numbers have been to the advantage defensively there, too.
Yeah, once they took care of the middle, that allowed those linebackers and secondary guys to run to the ball on the perimeter.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hey, check. 50 Cent, got it. I'm coming after you.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Here's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Breeze now on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's a pickup of 3.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A give to Kamara running right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 23 yards the pickup there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And inside the 20 before before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth.
Second and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Check 52. Kill. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. 53.
Breeze now. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
54. Mike 54. Kill.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Sammy. Mike 20. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Let him.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Ready, Mike 25. Right there, 56. Here we go. Shift.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on.
Here we go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Bree's going to throw. Ginn has it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check 99, check 99.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan looking end zone for Jones. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Mott's 56. Mott's 56. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, watch it, watch it. Check.
Ryan. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw again is Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively.
Check 3.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's throw. What about the 5? And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
The Saints take over 1st and
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Opposite. 54. Mike, 54.
To throw, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Now Breeze looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT, and that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So for the Falcons, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah.